Well, Miranda Kerr also can dance. She has come an awful long way from a country town in New South Wales to the catwalks of New York, Paris and Milan, and now splitting her time between the US and Australia as a working mum.
And we're pleased to say Miranda is back in the country to launch the David Jones Autumn-Winter collection, and she's right here in the studio. Welcome to our brand new studio.
Big round of applause, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on. It's gorgeous here.
You like?
I love it a lot. The colours are beautiful.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
We're very happy with it. It's so nice to see you. We haven't seen you for a while. You've been busy being a mum.
I have been busy
doing all
being
of
a
that.
mum and cooking and being a wife and enjoying that.
Is
So
it nice to come back to Australia and just feel like you can chill just a little bit?
It is nice. But David Jones do keep me busy as well.
They do. I saw the ads last night. It's funny because my son said, "Oh, we just saw that ad." I said, "No, it's a different ad." Because David Jones has got a few different ones coming out at the moment, and there's a couple of shots of you in this beautiful hat that I saw. This is all. Was it shot? It was shot in New York, the latest ad, wasn't it?
It was shot in New York, yes.
Was that fun to do? I suppose it's a sort of a home for you, isn't it?
I mean, I love New York, so it was a great opportunity for me to show off some of my favourite places in New York. So.
And you've shown them off really well as well.
Yeah.
You've got the big launch in Sydney on Wednesday night.
That's right.
But meantime, there has been so much happening in your life. Tell us, how is Orlando and how is your beautiful baby Flynn?
Oh, my boys. They're both great. Orlando's actually leaving tonight, so I'll be alone for Valentine's Day.
Oh, well, good riddance to him then.
I'll have my little son with me, though. It'll be fine.
That's right.
And actually, I'm doing an in-store appearance tomorrow on Valentine's Day at David Jones for my skincare line, Cora Organics.
There'll be plenty of guys turning up with flowers, I've got a feeling.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And other expensive gifts.
I don't think it'll work. She's in love.
How do you juggle it? Because, I mean, it's intensely busy for you when you are on. How do you manage that? Because I know that a lot of women do struggle with the balance. How do you do it?
It's hard. Even now, this morning, and I was like, oh, I want to bring him with me, you know. But the thing is, he needs to take his nap, so we've got to do what's the best thing for him. And then as soon as I finish here, I'll go home and see him, and then, you know, play with him for a little bit, then I'll go back to work. So it is a juggling act, and I want to be with him the majority of the time, but I also need to work because I need to make my contribution to the family as well.
That's right. And what a contribution you make.
Well, he's a bit of a slacker, isn't he, Orlando? Is he getting out there to pull his weight a bit?
He is, yeah. Yeah, he's going to shoot the Hobbit now, so...
Is he? Cool.
Is that difficult? Because you both are, you know, so far at the height of your careers, you want to keep, you know, that side of things going, but to keep a relationship going can't be easy.
I mean, you know, you have your ups and downs and you try and work the best way you can together, and what we try and do is that when I'm working, he's not working, so that he can be with Flynn and then vice versa. So when he's working, then I'm not working, except for this next week. It's a little bit of both going on.
Crossover.
So, yeah.
And then he just, let me get this right, he leaves you and Flynn at home and goes off and does a movie? What sort of a life is that? Hey?
What do you mean?
Who gets to do that?
He's a lucky boy.
Isn't he a lucky boy?
He's a lucky boy.
Some blokes have too much, I reckon.
Yeah.
What about back here now? You've talked about David Jones coming up, and we talked about that campaign. What can we expect through the winter this year?
Well, there's actually quite a big tuxedo trend coming through for women. And I'm actually... it's a tuxedo trend. I'm opening the David Jones show in a beautiful tuxedo from Josh Goot. And there's also quite a lot of prints, like what I'm wearing now, Ginger and Smart printed dress.
Nice.
A lot of colour, and then also some beautiful lace. Colette Dinigan does lace very well.
She certainly does.
Yes.
There's a lot of rivalry that they say that goes on, you know, between the stores, but I sort of get the impression that David Jones is really at the cutting edge now. They seem to be taking on all of the designers that are really making names internationally as well.
Yes, yeah, they really are. And, you know, they have the best Australian designers and really is the best department store, so... Yeah.
It's all cool. Hey, it's great to see you. Just before we let you go, though, and I did want to say hello. Is your mum here?
She is, yeah.
All right, we'll get her in a second, but I wanted to say last time you were here, because we love you, but last time you were here, Ross Greenwood, our finance editor, did an interview with you about the business side of your life, which is quite extraordinary. This is how he responded to interviewing you.
What's important is that people are getting the results from these products and their skin is glowing.
and they're feeling more confident about themselves.
Fantastic. You convinced me, Miranda, I've got to tell you. That's great.
Good for men as well.
Fantastic. Appreciate it very much.
Babies.
The whole lot. Everybody. Thanks, bye-bye.
Look at how funny.
Is there a message for Ross Greenwood? Because he thinks that you do have a thing for him. I just said, listen, dude, like, she does not...
Yeah, you got to do it down the camera.
Oh, wait,
You've got to do a special message for Ross, and we'll play it for him before his finance tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just want to say, Ross, I'm sending you a big kiss, and I can't wait to see you soon and talk business.
He's going to be incapable of speech tomorrow morning.
Wish I got a message like that.
Oh, Carl.
Thank you, Miranda. It's lovely to see you. And is your mummy here?
Mum's here.
Hi.
Hi. Hi,
We love
guys.
her. We love her. She's a wonderful woman. Lovely to see you, and all the best to Orlando and Flynn, and take care.
Great to see you,
She's a
Miranda.
lovely lady.